Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Hello everybody, I'm Bateswolf and welcome back with another episode of Dark Souls 3. We find ourselves in the deepest, most chasm of the smouldering demon ruins. Steeped in history, with trees breaking through each wall of our surroundings. We start to feel claustrophobic, but yet we still push on. Alrighty, and I guess without further ado, as I very much always like to say, let's do that. Try and take care of this guy that tried to interrupt our outro to the very last episode, but not today. He will not interrupt our intro, that's for sure. Maybe the outro down the line, but certainly not the intro. There we go. And we get him without even taking a hit. Of course, because we did approach him from behind, that might largely be why. But that's fine. We found another tunnel network down here in the catacombs. New bonfire just to our left there from whence we've just came. And now, I finally get to figure out what's going on in this room, which I was kind of curious about last time due to the statue on the wall again, and the item on the floor. Clearly your eyes are drawn to that once again, so it's a good setup for a trap. Enemy to the left, enemy to the right, but you're just drawn on the item, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys, or not necessarily you guys, but some people would just go blindly walking in, and I guess I pay the price there for talking too much, while, let's actually ember up here anyway. I did mean to do that at the start, so that's fine. I pay the price there for talking too much, instead of getting a move on. But, you know, I like to analyse what's going... Jesus. Holy crap. I like to talk and analyse, so I don't think there's any issue with doing that. I probably could have been slightly more careful here and there, though, but it is what it is now. It's happened. Okay, please don't kill me, though. That would suck. Man, we lost so much HP there, kind of for nothing, but it is what it is, like I say. No big deal. I like to analyse, I like to take things slow sometimes, and if an enemy triggers on me during that time, so be it. So be it, I say. At least I at first acknowledged the trap. Technically didn't get caught out by it because I pointed out what was going on, but then I slipped into my everlasting commentary state, which delayed my attack and thus resulted in me taking a couple of hits. Wait, was that Tranquil Walk of Peace that guy just popped? Oh no, it must have been heal. Must have tried to heal up his friend there just before he died. Not happening today, good sir. Is that going to be another illusory wall there too? It does kind of stand out a little bit. I guess not. There has been a lot in this area, so makes sense to try a good few. Izilith Pyromancy Tome. Okay. The history lesson continues, I guess. Let's take a look at that. Ooh, some reading. I love a good bit of reading just to start off the episode. A Pyromancy Tome from Izilith, containing pyromancies of the witches. Give to the old pyromancer to learn chaos pyromancies of Izilith. Chaos pyromancies manipulate lava and birthed all later forms of pyromancies. There you go. That's kind of showing there that basically what it says, to be honest, that the pyromancies manipulate flame and lava, and all of which came from the original forms of pyromancer. The chaos flame, which I would assume possibly came from the Ember, the Chaos Ember, or either that or one of the souls of lords that they found within the flame. I forget necessarily which path it goes down there, but regardless, the Chaos Pyromancies were the first ones to be birthed, and following that, you know, other pyromancies, different kinds, started to develop. Interesting stuff. Now, when it says give to the old pyromancer, I think that's worded kind of strangely. I wonder if we're going to give it to... Is his name... I always mix up this guy's name. Is it Cornyx or Ornifex or... I'm sure I'm getting that name from somewhere. Cornyx of the Great Swamp, right? I'm wondering if we actually give it to him, but the words the old pyromancer is actually kind of catching me off guard a little bit there, or at least it's bringing me to attention. I'm wondering whether we actually go back to Quilana's corpse and try and give it to her. Maybe that would work. But first we shall continue. And I know that Soros was asking for a Leo ring description. I don't even know if I picked it up yet, but... Oh, we did. Yeah, of course. Ring associated... I'm sure we read this, but maybe we didn't. Or maybe I read it in between the episodes from where Soros commented and now. I know Soros and Dagon really like the comments, which is cool. Those guys talk a lot. A lot of good discussion going on in there, so thank you two guys for that. And of course the other guys that do, guys and girls that chip in as well, but Soros and Dagon, they're always on it. Shout out to you guys. Ring associated with Dragonslayer Ornstein, one of the 4 kings of Gwyn. One of the 4 knights of Gwyn, I should say. That would make more sense. The First Lord. Strengthens thrust weapon counterattacks. Okay, that's the same effect, so that's cool. Ornstein was the first knight of the sun's eldest born, and his cross spear is said to have pierced scales made of stone. Okay, this may end up developing into an interesting discussion. A few episodes back, I kind of misspoke, and I did acknowledge it, like in the comments section, and in fact after I'd recorded that video. But I was looking at the Ring of the Sun's Firstborn, and I was talking about Gwyndolin, but that doesn't make any sense. Like I must have got caught up in the commentary on my mindset somewhere, because Gwyndolin's actually the thirdborn, Guinevere was second, and the firstborn was generally left up to speculation in the first game. Now, people had actually theorised. This is the thing. There's been various theories on the son's firstborn of Gwyn, or the firstborn son of Gwyn. I'll throw down a couple of examples that people have theorised about in the past. People have theorised it's Ornstein, people have theorised it's Solaire, people have theorised it's Andre, and people have theorised that the firstborn son basically just doesn't appear in the first game at all. Now, there's actually kind of, although as strange as it may sound, there is a bit of supporting evidence for all like options there, to be totally honest. But I guess this, and I can't remember. I'm a little rusty on that part of the lore, I guess, slightly. But I kind of don't remember ever developing a final opinion. I kind of saw them all on you know, bits of speculation, and never really formulated a final conclusion to that. I don't think. I kind of went down the path that, oh, it could kind of be either. It could be either. It's kind of speculative. It's somewhat still unknown. And I found that to be kind of cool. I quite like that. But I guess this kind of rips Ornstein out of the running. That's for sure. Ornstein was the first knight of the sun's eldest born. There you go. Gwyn, of course, resembling the sun there, I think, and the eldest born being the firstborn son. And he's not necessarily going to be a knight of himself now, is he? So I guess that kind of pulls Ornstein out of the running there. Interesting stuff. So there's still Solaire, Andre, and unknown. It is interesting. That is interesting stuff. It's kind of interesting how that pulls Ornstein out of the running there. Huh. Because to my knowledge, or to my memory as well at least, if you look at the Sunlight Altar in Dark Souls 1, and I don't remember exactly because I've not looked in a good while, but I believe the destroyed Sunlight Altar, where you meet Solaire, when he said he's looking for his very own son and things like that, although he does say that a few times, the statue that's destroyed does actually quite resemble Ornstein. At least it certainly looks like it depicts the statue holding the Dragonslayer spear, Ornstein's weapon. And I think there's another couple of tidbits of theoretical evidence there as well, kind of leaning towards Ornstein a little bit. But like I said, there's points towards the other guys and points towards him not actually being in the game as well, which is interesting. So I guess that question's still unanswered to myself, at least, as far from what I know so far. But interesting how that Leo ring description there kind of illuminated a little bit of the lore and potential possibilities, or lack of, as far as that's concerned. Intriguing. Intriguing stuff, I've got to say. Huh. What? What's that noise? Don't tell me something's gonna... Is lava gonna break through one of these walls? Oh! Oh, wait, hold up. There we go. Two-handed my shield right there. What am I doing? Chaos Gem. Sweet. Looks like we've actually inhabited upon a dead end right now. Huh. That's interesting. I heard rustling. I did hear rustling. I'm not crazy, right, guys? I thought the lava might have been breaching some of the rock and stone and it was about to either fall down from us or collapse beneath us. Excuse me. Something like that, at least. But regardless, it does look like we're at a dead end right now, so we're going to have to run back and probably explore a little more to continue. It doesn't look like there's anywhere else we can go, though. I'm going to be sure that we're not missing out on any illusory walls here. That's for sure. I will also say as well, after being away, or maybe not being away from, but yeah, I guess being away from, slash not doing full playthroughs of Dark Souls 1, it is actually quite interesting how many lore branches and elements to the lore and side stories there actually is that you actually forget while actually being away for a while and not constantly keeping your knowledge renewed. So that is an interesting one to me for sure, as I quite find the whole story of... Wait, was that door even there last time? Yeah, it was. I quite find it interesting how much you forget, and because I find it rather enjoyable to think about the firstborn son of Gwyn. It's one of the parts of the lore, in fact, that I find most enticing, I will say. But, like I said, it can be easy to somewhat forget sometimes, which is quite interesting. So it's a little... It's kind of good for me to scrub up on that again, I must say. That is pretty cool for sure. Hopefully we find out more in the future of that as well, because I very much look forward to more answers. I think it's actually, in fact, one of those bits where... at least from what I remember once again, so forgive me if I'm wrong or forgetting here, but it's actually one of the pieces of lore that's not leaning towards canon slash a probable outcome, whereas a lot of the pieces of the lore actually do have that. So it could be one of those parts where it's a little bit more left to the imagination, which, once again, I will say I do enjoy. I do enjoy not always having a straight answer sometimes, so... got to say, that's cool, but yeah, I guess that sums up that part of commentary today. Enjoyable nonetheless. It is fun to actually take a look at that again. But right now I'm going to come back here, because I think we've got enough souls to level up. So I'll try and do that. And while I spin the Firekeeper on a dialogue here, I'm just going to take a quick sip of water.
Ashen One, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will become thy strength. I will show thee how. Ashen One, bring me souls plucked from their vessels.
And I must say, that was more of a big couple of gulps than a sip. I was thirsty as hell right there.
Very well, then...
I don't know if we can afford, that's good. I'm all about this Vigor train right now. Let's just get a bit more HP. And let's talk to you again.
I have not thanked you for your generous rescue. That dark spirit was one of Rosaria's fingers. Vile bastard offspring who lurk in the darkness. My sworn enemies. Fearsome invaders, to say the least. I would not have made it alone. You have my deepest gratitude.
You're very welcome. Hey! Silver cat ring as well. And the blessed mail breaker. The blessed letter opener. The blessed blunt 2-inch dagger. The blessed 10 damage per swing dagger. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. But very cool, though. We get a couple of rewards there for fighting her with Creighton.
If you require help on your travels, I offer you my sign. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Or for fighting Creighton with her, I should have said. But it looks like she has, you know, put forth her gratitude there as well. Not just through rewards either, but through the fact that it seems like we'll be able to summon her for future fights, judging from the dialogue there, which is pretty cool. Now, Rosaria's fingers. It does sound a bit... That actually does sound a bit familiar. Though I forget exactly what the deal is with Rosaria's fingers, but... Interesting. Creighton's one of those, eh? Creighton is a vile invader. According to her. Interesting. Though I guess it does kind of fit with his character a little bit of how kind of abrupt and a little aggressive he's been shown in the past. Specifically in Dark Souls 2, of course.
If you require help on your travels, I offer you my sign. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Blessing of the moon upon our journey. Okay. Now, Grey Rat. He still hasn't returned yet. That's a little strange. He didn't really seem to take this long last time, I don't think. Wonder where the dude's gone. I mean, I know we sent him out there to gather some stuff, but he's normally back by now. Maybe we need to kill another boss for him to return or make a certain amount of progress for him to get back. I just hope that the same fate has not befallen him. Let's hope we don't find him all hollowed out somewhere. Now here we go. Cornyx, right? Let's try and give him the tome.
Ah, there you are, unkindled one. I am pleased. Ah, what have we here? A pyromancy tome from Izilith. Then you found the home of pyromancy. Brilliant. I will never curse being old and undead again. Now, show it here, quickly. Let us channel them together. The primal pyromancy is known only to old Master Salaman.
Damn, yeah, good callback there, good callback. Master Salaman. Holy crap, Quilana talks about him in Dark Souls 1. I totally forgot about that. Wow. Good callback there, Cornyx. Really cool stuff. Good job tracking my memory. Wow, Salaman, I've not heard that in a good long time. My goodness.
Heed my words, unkindled one. Fear the fire. The home of pyromancy, Izilith, was scorched by the very fire it created. Undoubtedly, it was a flame of chaos, tangled by a witch's hand. But who's to say that this bonfire's flame is any different?
Give me that one again. Please repeat that. I want to break that down.
Heed my words, unkindled one. Fear the fire. The home of pyromancy, Izilith, was scorched by the very fire it created. Undoubtedly, it was a flame of chaos, tangled by a witch's hand. But who's to say that this bonfire's flame is any different?
I think it is though, right? I can't remember fully about the bonfires. God damn, I wish I was a little bit more well up on that to break it down. But I don't believe they are the same. I think they are different. I get the reference he's making because fire is fire, right? To a certain degree. So, although Izilith was befallen by great firestorms and destruction in the past, you've got the bonfire flame, which is still fire, which can be just as devastating if it was just as big. However, it's only a small flame. You know, it's a small portion of the flame. So, it is technically different there. Or technically the same, I should say. you know, going along Cornyx's path of thinking. However, the bonfires, oh, I wish I just knew a little bit more. Give me more insight, old great ones. I wish I was a little bit more up on my bonfire lore there as well. It's been a while. But I believe they are actually different. They are products of different things. I mean, technically, you could also look at it this way as well. The bonfires are tended to by the firekeepers and thus are always kept in check. Bonfires not really often depicting a witch. Like, you don't really get any witch firekeepers. So they can't be tangled and malformed and grow out of control there by somebody obsessed with flame. Though, I guess the perfect counter-argument to that would maybe be the Fair Lady. Possibly resembling a bit of a witch, albeit a tasty one. But you can look at it from that point of view. However, the bonfires are there to spit out the undead. To... Like they spit out the undead and interact directly with humanity, feeding the flame, which makes it grow and prosper even more, thus slightly prolonging the age of fire bit by bit. Now that kind of depiction is a bit of a contrast to the chaos flame and pyromancies and the witches, at least in my opinion, so I kind of always saw them as different. Though, like I said, with flame being flame, and a small flame can eventually become a big flame, so I understand where Cornyx is coming from, but I think there is counter arguments going against that quite heavily. You just need to take a look at it. Interesting lore tidbits again, though, I must say. To be honest, guys, I've got to say as well, I really love it when we get these kind of lore-heavy episodes. We're in 20 minutes already, but the vast portion of the episode so far has pretty much been thinking about various aspects of lore and story and world building, which I very much enjoy, so keep that coming, please, game. I very much enjoy that indeed. But nevertheless, we have given Cornyx a pyromancy tome. Let's try a couple of others with him. Let's try the Quilana pyromancy tome.
Ah, what have we here? By the gods, this inscription reads, Quilana, the ancient deity, one of the witches of Izilith. The last of them who wandered the lands. Then she must have returned to Izilith after all. But I regret to say, I cannot accept this. Quilana's pyromancies are for witches, and must be learned from a mistress. But thank you for allowing me to peer upon such a thing. If only I were a woman.
Interesting little snippet at the end there as well. That's quite cool. I did kind of expect that, of course, because when having explored the lore over the last couple of episodes, and item descriptions and whatnot, it would make sense, as we've gone over a couple of times, for it only to be able to be taught by a woman. Like I said, we've broken that down a little bit in the past, so no true surprise there really, but it was worth a try. And he didn't accept the Grave Warden one last time, so we'll call it there.
Heed my word, the 100.
Thank you very much, Cornyx. Let's take a look at what you've got, though. Profuse Sweat. Carthus Beacon. A few pyros, that's for sure. Acid Surge and Poison Mist there as well. Very nice. We'll leave you there, Cornyx. Thank you for the chat once again.
Do not be gone for long. What is a teacher without a pupil?
Still a teacher. I keep saying it, dude. I keep saying it, my guy. Don't you worry. Righty. Now then, who do we want to talk to next? I think maybe we get back out into the world right now. How many chunks have we got? 1 chunk. I don't think that's going to fit the bill. However, what's our shield upgraded to right now? We could probably get a little bit of stuff out of that, right? +3? Yeah, we should be able to level that up a little bit. So, let's talk to Andre here.
Ah, well met. What?
Let's repair our gear as well. Why not? Oh, we don't need it. That's cool. Reinforced weapon. Here we goeth. There we are. Our knight shield. Boost that up. There we go. Damn, that thing's up to +6 right now. That's real nice. Stability got boosted a bit there as well, I think. So that's cool. Though I must admit, I didn't really look at the numbers there. I'm just assuming it did because it did in the previous games. When you level it up, it boosts the stability a bit, which is nice. So there we go.
Ah, well met, Ashen One.
I always like her greeting. Ah, well met, Ashen One. She sounds quite pleased to see us. Enjoys the chat.
Ashen One. If my wares are not...
I'm sorry.
Ashen One.
I know I just said I like the chat, but we have had that dialogue plenty of times, so that's all good. And now, I guess let's get back out there, boys and girls. Let's go, let's travel. Where do we want to go here? We could go back to the Profane Capital. And there's also stuff still to do in Irithyll. I have not forgotten, don't you worry. And we can also go back down here. Yeah, we'll go to the Old King's Antechamber. I think that said Antechamber. Speaking of which, there actually is a pretty trippy, unique indie game called Antechamber. I think it's spelled a little different than that, though. Let's give that another check. Yeah, it is. But I think it's I instead of E there for the game name. But I will say, it's worth giving it a go if anyone fancies it. If anyone enjoys indie games, kind of enjoys a little bit of a trippy visual puzzle kind of journey, give it a go, guys. Feel free to check it out. I've played it a while myself. It's not bad at all. Give it a go. But back in it, back in the catacombs once again. Take care of this guy. These guys drop Titanite like nobody's business, that's for sure. And I guess... Oh, we've already been there. Let's check the illusory walls, though. Okay. Yeah, let's keep having a wander around here and try to find where we are meant to go. Or maybe not necessarily meant to go, but where we can yet explore further. Titanite? Oh my god. You know where to come if you want to farm that stuff, that's for sure. My goodness. A lot of Titanite. Does look like we are just backtracking here now. However, I think there's probably a couple of portions where we've not yet explored, right? If they end up losing my path and whatnot on this... ooh, forgot about you though, didn't I? On my walk back through, and we can't find any new direction to go, I'll probably get a move on back to good old Sullivan, because I am still aware that we've got to fight him. Maybe now that I've got a bit more HP, I might be slightly safer. And we'll be able to give that a go again. I could also buy a couple of buffs as well, I think. Maybe get a little bit of... a little bit of maybe potentially lightning resin or something like that, just to boost my chances a little bit. Ooh, thought I might have been out of range there, but I wasn't, so I dropped the shield at the wrong time. My bad. Bait. There we go. Peasant. Good parry onto the Black Knight there. And, ooh, okay, backstab. The guy was ready to swing on us there anyway, pretty quickly. Kind of caught me off guard. He was swinging a lot quicker than I thought he was going to there. Thought he would have had to readjust for a moment. Then again, he still did, but he was still lining up that big old swing anyway. Right, now that's where we've been with the rat. I want to go to the end of this corridor, though, just to see if there's anything more there, any other paths that we can explore down. I got to say, there is something very rather sweet about that little noise that this guy makes. Oh, no. Oh, God. It's all the fireballs in this room. It just makes it a bit of a pain. Okay, we will incorporate once again the lion strats, as we like to call them, for reasons that are a mystery. Not a mystery at all, actually. It's generally a reference to one of Northern Lion's phrases. Calls lion strats whenever he sprints through an area. I do find an item here as well, which I want. Undead Bone Shard. Oh my god. These guys have... Get out the way. Please get out the way. These guys have incorporated the... Got to be a way. There has got to be a way. Nothing? Okay. Well, we've taken a look at least anyway. These guys have certainly incorporated pyromancies into their way of life, that's for sure, is. Oh god, nearly. Very nearly. There we go. I think I know where I am now. Good. Oh, I thought we could have got that guy there as well. That was nearly 6 kills in 2 hits there. That would have been very nice. We've been down here before, hence the open chest. Whoa, buddy. Okay, you're still trying to fire at us. That's fine. It makes sense. Yeah, and that's why we went down previously, near the big frog-eyed dudes, and I believe we also found, what was his name? Saurig, right? We found Saurig in this direction. Down to the left, though we still don't have the capable ring to actually work our way down there, so, There's got to be a way, right? There actually must be. I'm actually thinking there's going to be a boss deeper down here somewhere, but I'm just yet to find it, that's all. Huh. I think I want to go back to the first bonfire and explore those kind of surroundings a little more. Let's take a look here. See if we've got any more rings. I don't think we do. Yeah, I think I'm going to be popping a homeward bone here, guys. If I've got any. Yeah, I do. Of course. Of course I do. Bonfire last rested at. Okay, cool. Smouldering Lake. And now we can warp to... Not the high... not the Walnir's. Not Walnir's place. The Demon Ruins bonfire. That's right. Let's try exploring a little bit more in this direction. Nearer the start of the area, but I feel like maybe a path that we've not uncovered. Once again, I could be wrong, and we find the ring in the future at some point, and then have to backtrack to this place to go into the lava. Could make sense. However, I'm just not sure about that. Not too sure, I must say. Kind of feel like there's going to be another place where we can go. Risking death by doing this, that's for sure, but hell, I'm willing to try. How do we keep missing that? I really want to get that. Now, we've been in this room, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is where we just came from, I think. When we came through here, we were coming from the other direction. That's right, we have been to this bit. This will be the bonfire? Yes, okay, cool. Mapping out the area in my mind a little bit better right now. And we will also try another run back at making that jump. I just really want to see what that item is for sure. But we keep missing it. We keep failing the jump. I'm going to try and leave it late this time. Like, extra late. Though I think I've done that 1 or 2 times before as well, and we've still not made it. So maybe we approach it from another direction on the other side there, through an illusory wall, or... another path that's out of view. I don't know. But I want to give it another try. There we go. Testing my jumping skills. And let's get running back. Run back, run back. There we go. Please make this. Yes, buddy. Try and hurt me now. Yeah, into the chasm you go. Oh, okay. I guess I kind of deserved that for bragging a little bit. Don't kill me, though. Okay, thank you. I'll take it. And it was an Estus shard in the end. Worth checking out, though. We get to upgrade our Estus a little further, which is nice. And also see what awaits down this path. Don't hit us from there. That would suck. I knew that was coming. I knew it. That was totally my own fault, that one. I should have gotten a little bit further back there instead of just being gung-ho on the R1 spams on this guy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Tactical running and rolling, we make it. Hell yeah. No illusory wall there. But it does look like we are on a path on the other side again here. From the previous bonfire. Wait, hold up. Okay, no, we came... Wait. A lot of the rooms look kind of the same. Oh, okay, so I understand now. I understand. Yeah, never mind, folks. I get it. No problem. Let's rest at the bonfire here. And I wonder how many lightning buffs we can buy. I don't know. I tend to go for lightning over fire for whatever reason. I don't know. That's kind of been a thing in previous... That I've picked up from previous games. I know that they all generally have the benefit when you're fighting the right enemy. But I guess... You know, I've always been more akin to using the lightning buffs rather than fire. Probably because you pick some up early in Dark Souls 1 and have played so much Dark Souls 1. And it's very useful against a couple of earlier bosses in that game, such as, say, the Gargoyles, Gaping Dragon, and so on. It does really good against them, and maybe that's a bit of a... What do you call it?
Ashen one.
Habit that I've gotten into from the previous games, though I am certainly aware that different bosses and different enemies have various, you know, weaknesses, so fire could well be the key here, but yeah, that's just my line of thought, at least. I do understand the different defenses and whatnot, but I just generally get into the pattern of going for lightning more than fire, for whatever reason, so there we go. That's the reasons. That's the reasons, folks. And now, we will, of course, travel to... I mean, we don't need to go back to Pontiff just yet. We could actually... I'm quite eager to continue exploring the profaned capital, to be totally honest. What level are we right now, anyway? Level 54. That doesn't seem too bad. Oh, we can reinforce our Restus, though, right? Gotta remember to do that. Can also do that. We had bone shards there, too. We had a couple of them. My goodness. I should have done this earlier. Oh, my God. Wow, okay. We were putting ourselves at a bit of a disadvantage there for not using those things for a good while. My God. Back up to +6. Crazy.
Well met.
Well met. Now we'll reinforce our Restus. Yeah, buddy.
Prithee, be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
Hold up. Hold up, Andre. Yeah, there we go.
Prithee, be careful.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Andre, you cool-ass dude. I'm thinking... I mean, right now it does look like time to end the episode anyway, so that's fine, but I'm thinking where we want to go next. Where do we want to go? I do want to explore the profaned capital more, but I kind of want to go back to Pontiff as well. Sullivan. You know what, let's go back to Sullivan. Let's give him another go. Alright, where are we? Where's Irithyll? There we go, that's the bonfire we want. We shall go with there. And there we are. The Pyromancy Flame. Very fitting with the lore tidbits that we've very much been exploring recently. Alright. Let's get this going. Where's our belts? There we go. Or our equipment slots, at least. Hiccup. I'm actually so tempted to give the dung pies a try on this guy as well. Could be interesting. This guy do dark damage as well? I feel like that might be pretty sweet. Yeah, you know what? Let's actually equip them anyway, just for the sake of it. Or maybe it's magic. I might pop one of each before I go into the fight, to be honest, next time. Set ourselves on good stead before we get our asses kicked. But yeah, like I was saying, the Pyromancy Flame there really fits in with the lore tidbits that we've been exploring recently, which is kind of cool, so that's nice. And I guess, folks, that being said, it's time to wrap up the episode. Ooh, a lot of fun again. Specifically the lore that we've explored, really cool, very enjoyable, I've got to say. And it seems like we are done in the catacombs for now, so we can get onto Pontiff in the next episode. That's what we'll be doing. So once again, everybody, I will say thank you very much for watching. I really enjoyed recording this episode, as I always do. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please feel free to leave a like on the episode. If not, no hard feelings. And once again, everybody, this has been Baitable. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next one. See you later, folks. Goodbye.